ladies and gentlemen, it's your host, Daniel Mayim, here with video one of hopefully many more to come of news, reviews, and some other stuff of which I'm not sure yet because I don't have a clues. Right, so today is March 21st, 2019. Turns out it's World Down Syndrome Day. Heard about it on the news this morning. Read a little bit about more online just now. And so Leslie Hoagland, a mother of two children that have Down syndrome, ran from Washington, D.C. all the way down to New York City, about 260 miles. Took her about 48 hours, her and a team of maybe 20 people. Incredible. So anyway, she did this in honor of her kids and the joy that comes along with having them, the struggles, and also she mentioned the discrimination that happens with them. So just kind of in honor of her kids, you know. It was pretty incredible, right? And it got me thinking, why don't we have some day like that? And we do. It's called World Sight Day. I thought that was pretty funny. I just did a quick Google search and I found the information I was looking for. It doesn't seem as big or glorious, but you know, Leslie, she did this thing on her own, you know, and I mean, it looks like she organized it, but that wasn't necessarily a thing of the day. But anyways, so our day called World Sight Day, I think it's kind of funny. It's not called World Vision Impairment Awareness Day, or maybe that's too hard to say, but like Visual Awareness Day or something like that. You know, World Sight Day, it's kind of, it leads you to think it's the opposite of what it actually is. But anyways, it's the second Thursday in October, which this year, 2019, is going to be October 10th of 2019. So it's pretty amazing. Maybe, you know, like keep an eye out. It's coming up. Ha 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 ha. Pun intended. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? No? Oh. All right. So keep an eye out. And maybe we can do something. I'd love for us visually impaired people and those that love us and around us, surround us, educate us, help us, care for us, care with us, not careless about us. But you know, joking aside, it'd be nice to get together and do something. I really love to meet other people in South Florida that either have visual impairment disabilities or, well, I would love to meet those people, period. Let me not, you know, I have a lot of people around me, thankfully, and a lot of other people do too, but it'd be really nice for us to do something. It doesn't have to be, I don't want to run, let me just say this, I don't want to run 260 miles, guys. Thanks, but no thanks. But it'd be nice to get together, do something. We have a long time. It's March. That's in October. But it'd be cool. You know, I'm just putting it out there. If you're interested, comment below and let me know. You know, hey, that rhymes. Ha 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 ha. Let me see if I can do them 2 at a time. So, all right. So that's it for the news. Now we're on to the reviews. So I'm sticking with the Netflix reviews. These first many are gonna have audio description, right? So number 1, Umbrella Academy. So if you haven't seen it yet, watch it. It is incredible. It compares not in content, but to the wonderment of if you've ever seen the movie Fifth Element to that. It's not, don't compare it with the content, but with the wonderment, the way you are amazed, the way it makes you feel. It's incredible. It's one of the few shows that I watched. I started watching it like on a Friday, and I was done by maybe Tuesday. It's for me to watch an entire season that quickly it doesn't happen often. And like recently the last thing I reviewed was The Punisher. I never even finished it, guys. The second season, while the audio description was fantastic, the show itself, it just wasn't believable. And I know it's a fantasy show, but it was just like, I can't do this anymore. So watch Umbrella Academy if you haven't already. Okay. Next is the TV show Working Moms. Opening scene, double thumbs up. Woohoo! You know, and I'll tell you, if there's a show that's for kids, I would say this show's, it's not for kids. Neither is Umbrella Academy. Maybe teenagers, yes, but not for small kids, no. So Working Moms, the audio description is fantastic. It gives a realistic view of working mothers and fathers, the kids around them. It's very funny. I really enjoyed watching it. And it also, the thing I also liked about it doesn't paint all men in the way Hollywood has done for decades now. Is just these evil, preying, bad people, like preying on, you know, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. So Anyways, Working Moms, it's a good show. Check it out. It was just very, very good and very well done. I really enjoyed the audio description. The content is great. I think I said that, so let's move on. Okay, so this is kind of a quick one. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's not that it's new or anything, but I watched it before without audio description. I've watched it again a second time around with, and it's great. I mean, it's not the best audio description ever, but it's honest. It's available, and it gives you things that you may not that you won't visually see. At least I for sure won't. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's not the best audio description ever, but it's good, and it adds to it. The girl's voice that does it is a very happy, levity kind of a voice, which is just like the show. The show is very funny, completely ridiculous, which is what, you know, I like that. It's if you want to feel happy, funny, you just want to laugh, it's a good show to watch. It's just silly and it's enjoyable. All right, so next is a movie, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Of course, it's not a brand new movie. I remember seeing it about 15 years ago in the theater, and I don't know if they had audio description then, but on Netflix, they have it with audio description, and of course, it's HD and the great sound that you now get in your home that you used to have to go to the theater to get, which is incredible. But I saw it before, and I laughed and laughed and laughed, but I got so much more out of it because the jokes that I wouldn't visually see otherwise, I get, you know, and I get, it's like I'm in on the joke, whereas I saw 100%, I was laughing, but now I'm laughing 150% because I get all the jokes that I wouldn't have gotten. For instance, in the beginning, it's like, he walks across the room with an erection. I didn't know, I haven't seen, you know, I saw it before, but I didn't see that part of it. I just saw him walking across the room. So it was really cool. And it's such a funny movie. It's such a cute movie. It's Seth Rogen. I can't think of his name. The guy that plays from the American version of The Office. Steve Carell. I mean, it's great. It's very funny. And the cast is phenomenal. Great movie. You should watch it. All right. With audio description. Okay, so next, this one is for kids, small kids definitely, and grown-ups too. It's called Christopher Robin. Kind of new on Netflix, or on the newer side. Now, I will tell you, my kids did inform me. I asked them, did they like it? You know, how did they like the movie? And how did they like the audio description? And they told me, well, it's like you said with other ones. They give away what's going to happen before it happens. So I would suggest, if you're watching it with your kids, you know, watch it without audio description so it doesn't ruin the stuff for them. And then the next time you watch it with, for you. You know, let me go back. We watched it with. And I gotta say, it was really good. The audio description was phenomenal. Yes, every time they would give it away, like, let's say he falls down a hole, and then the guy falls down a hole, something like that, or, you know, he gets slapped in the face, and then he gets slapped in the face, you know, that kind of thing. I don't think anybody got slapped in the face in the movie, but just for visual purposes, you know, to just description purposes, right? But it was a really good movie. It was really cute. It was very funny. Kids like it, adults like it. It was great, and it's available on Netflix now. So again, you know, high definition and all that, of course, as you know. Okay. Next, I haven't watched it in a while. I didn't finish the series, but I have to say about it, Marco Polo. The audio description is phenomenal. I don't think I reviewed it before. The content's great, although it got to a scene where I just couldn't watch it anymore. I was like, oh, this is nasty, and definitely not for kids, please, guys. All right, and next, the only thing I reviewed so far was for kids was Christopher Robin, by the way. So, next is the new show Afterlife. Now, it's with Ricky Gervais, but don't think of it as a Ricky Gervais film, or movie, or TV show, except for the fact that it was kind of like a film, you know. But anyways, it's a TV show. But it's not Ricky Gervais in the fact that it's not a funny show. I watched the entire season pretty quickly, so again, it was really good, but it's very serious, and it's very sad, and I could relate to it a lot, and maybe there's parts you can relate to, and maybe not, but it's Ricky Gervais in the fact that it's very dark, it's a very real sense of the world, and I don't want to give anything away, but it's not like his typical very, very funny. But, like, I'll give a few things, you know, like he visits his dad in an old folks' home. He has a friend who's a drug addict, you know, etc. So I don't want to give too much away, so that's all I'm going to say. But it's a very realistic view of the world and the way he interacts with others. And and there's other things. But anyways, it's a really good show. Watch it. But if you're looking for something light and happy, this isn't the show for you. But it's a very real show. It's a very like you'll feel it. Okay, so now I'm going to give. Those were all picks. I recommend everything I just said. Okay, so those are all recommendations. Those are reviews and recommendations. I'm recommending all of that. All right. So next, these are two movies that don't have audio description. And actually, I want to talk about this one first. It's called The Music of Silence. Now, I stumbled upon it yesterday. Apparently, it's a movie from 2017. It says TV PG, I believe. So I don't. It looks so well done. I was like, wow, why have I never heard of this movie? But anyways, it's based on a book by Andrea Bocelli, the tenor, the incredible blind singer, and it just it hit me emotionally very deeply. It's such a good movie, and I've only seen half of it. I have to finish this video so I can watch the other half of it and eat dinner because I'm hungry. Oh, I'm hungry. Woo! Alrighty, so I'm gonna leave that in the video. But you should watch it, especially if you have a visual disability or you know somebody that does. It's really gonna hit home, and it's just so nice to see. Maybe nice isn't the word, but to see the trials, the tribulations, the stuff this man went through, and it's kind of like 8 Mile, where it's not his exact life story. So I don't know how much of it is and isn't, but it's by Andrea Bocelli, about a novel. That Andrea Bocelli wrote in 1999, which I didn't even know he wrote a novel, and it's incredible. Incredible. Ironically, it doesn't have audio description. I don't know, guys. That baffles me, but not really, because we don't get thought of a lot as blind people. We're just kind of like whatever. You just go and handle yourself, kid. And we do well. And we don't complain a lot. We do what we gotta do. All right, so watch it, and if you need help, if you can't visually see things, sit close to the TV. Get a friend or a family member who can describe to you what's happening. But watch it. It's fantastic. That is the reason I finally sat down. I haven't made a video in about a month that I finally did it. All right, so my next movie recommendation is called Absolutely Anything. It is hilarious. It's with Simon Pegg. Robin Williams does the voice of the dog. This beautiful lady, Kate, honestly, I forget her last name. Believe she's British. At least she is in the movie. Well, probably is, 'cause Simon Pegg is. It's a British movie. It's a British movie, but it's understandable to an American audience, which is phenomenal. There's no audio description, so I don't know, as I can see. I'm visually impaired, but I can see. I'm legally blind. For those of you who don't know what it means, just Google it. And there's also videos. I have playlists that explain it really well. Don't even bother Googling. Look at my playlist. But I'm able to see enough that it's very enjoyable. It's very funny. And I don't know if it was Robin Williams' last movie, but it's got to be one of his last movies because it's from 2015, and we all know he passed away. Unfortunately, he's the voice of the genie in a ton of great movies. He was a phenomenal actor, even when he wasn't doing comedy, but he was well known for his comedy. He was in that movie Moscow over the Hudson, older movie. If you've never seen it, you should see it. This is kind of like my side recommendation. I don't know if it's probably not on Netflix. I don't know where you could even get it nowadays, but he's an incredible actor. That's not a funny movie, but Absolutely Anything is. Simon Pegg, Robin Williams, other funny people. It's a very funny movie, but unfortunately there's no audio description in it, but I'm still recommending it. All right, and keep in mind, guys, we've been watching movies long before audio description existed. We've been doing things that people never thought we could, and that's why I'm also recommending the Andrea Bocelli movie. It's called The Music of Silence. It's just what this man did is incredible. Oh, like Ray. If you've never seen Ray, see it. I think it was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. I have no idea if there's audio description or not. This is just, again, kind of like a side review. Was something I wasn't planning to review, but oh, what a good movie. And what that man did, that is a biography about him. And what he did, being totally blind, is incredible. So, okay, so again, I'm recommending those. And this next one coming, I'm not recommending at all. I am not recommending. It's called Russian Doll. It has audio description, but it's very poorly done. There's so much, because again, I can see, so there's a lot that they don't tell you what's happening visually that you wouldn't know otherwise, and that's not great. It's in the show itself. It was not good. It was so boring and just repetitive. It's the same thing over and over again with like these little twists that were not. It just doesn't keep me captivated. I watched about 3 episodes and it was like, I'm done. But I have a friend that I asked, she had seen the whole series. Was it worth it when you watched it or not really? She thought about it. She goes, nah, not really. And that's so that's from 2 people. Don't watch it. Don't waste your time. It's hours of your life you will never get back. But it's with the girl Nikki from, that's not her real name, but Nikki from the Orange is the New Black. I believe there's other characters in it too, like the girl with the short hair who plays the crazy girl. I can't remember if she had glasses or not. I think she had glasses in the show. And then I believe the Asian girl who played Pusey's girlfriend at one point, I believe she's in it as well. Honestly, I didn't do the research on it. Like, I didn't look up their names. I don't care enough to for that particular show. It just was garbage. It was terrible. Don't watch it. Unfortunately, had looked like it had a great cast, but the show itself was not good. All right, so then this next one. Okay, so this next movie I'm reviewing is called Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler. So I am reviewing the movie, thumbs up, but I am not recommending the audio description. That's a thumbs down on the audio description. Thumbs up for the movie, thumbs down for the audio. So it's hilarious. I didn't realize it's a Disney movie and an Adam Sandler movie, like the Happy Madison movie. But it's hilarious. It's very funny. But unfortunately, saw it years ago when it came out, and then today, or not today, but yesterday I watched it with the audio description and was very disappointed. For some reason, the audio description is by a man with a British accent. And this is, of course, nothing against British people. If it's a British movie, it should have British audio description. But this is an American movie. It should have an American audio description. And he uses even words that I've never heard before. I don't know if they're British or more proper or something. But he says, he throws a lasso. And like I see what they're doing, so I know he means lasso. And perhaps that's the proper term in Britain or France, or maybe even here in America for people that are still throwing lassos. Maybe they say lasso, but any movie I've ever seen, they've always said lasso. So I mean, just stuff like that. It was just not well done. It's very monotonous. It's very boring. It makes you just want to fall asleep. It interrupts the action and not in a good way. So watch the movie without audio description. I mean, you do what you want, of course, but that's my recommendation. So guys, that is it. I hope you laughed, hope you liked it. Please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, ding, 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 ding. And if you have a question or a comment, that's down below. All right, so I'll see you on episode 2. I don't know when that will be, but this makes me happy. All right. That's going to be in the video. All right. Peace out, y'all. Daniel Mayim representing. Bye.